Hey everybody, it's Sam with Wrestling Overtime with your WWE Raw Results for April 20th, 2020. And we started off with Byron Saxton, Tom Phillips, and Jerry Lawler was back tonight on our live show. Like I've always told you, this is a results only show. We're not going to go into details about what we think is going to happen, what did happen, and how the storyline may or may not progress. We will be doing that in the show right after this one, which will be our Raves and Rants review podcast for the Raw for April 20th, 2020. So let's get to those quick and easy, down and dirty, nitty-gritty results only. We started off the show with a Drew McIntyre promo that Andrade and Vega and Garza and Austin Theory come out and interrupted. Then we got our first match of the night. We got Austin Theory versus Aleister Black in the Money in the qualifier match. I'll go ahead and tell you, Aleister Black qualified. He hit the black mass to qualify for the Money in the Bank match that's going to take place at WWE headquarters. I think Black might be one of the favorites, but we'll talk about that in the Raves and Rants review podcast. Our second match of the night was Shayna Baszler versus Indy Hartwell, which is an NXT talent that I hadn't had. She basically broke or tried to break Hartwell's arm like she did Sarah Logan's last week, and again the referee had to stop because Hartwell was unable to continue. The third match, and yes, we had 3 matches in a row, was Ricochet and Cedric Alexander, the new tag team, versus Vanden Vink and Shane Thorne from NXT, and Cedric Alexander got the tag from Ricochet and did a lumbar check for the win on that one. Then we had a Kabuki Warriors promo, just basically talking about Kairi Sane's rematch. Then we had a promo, but with Bobby Lashley and Lana, that would continue throughout the night. And then we had another match. It was Kairi Sane versus Nia Jax in a rematch last week. And same result, Jax Samoa dropped Kairi Sane for the win. Then we got a Seth Rollins promo talking about Drew McIntyre and accepting the challenge that he put out at the beginning of the show. Then we got a very, very strange Viking Raiders promo. I will definitely be talking about that in the Raves and Rants review. Our next match was Apollo Crews versus MVP. Yeah, I thought like you, MVP was going to be on a limited schedule and not going to be wrestling a lot. But here he was in a Money in the Bank qualifier. But Apollo Crews beat him with his standing moonsault and then went into a standing shooting star to pin him. Then we had a Ruby Riott promo, which led to the Liv Morgan Ruby Riott match. And in this, Liv Morgan did a flatliner for the win over Ruby Riott. Then we had another promo by Bobby Lashley and Lana. Again, make sure that you tune into the Raves and Rants to listen about this. Then in the 10 o'clock hour, we had Rey Mysterio versus Buddy Murphy. And this was also a Money in the Bank qualifier. Well, Mysterio used the Canadian Destroyer, then 619'd him into a frog splash for the win, so Mysterio qualified for Money in the Bank. Then we had a promo with Vega and Garza, and then we had a match with Charlotte Flair, the NXT champion, taking on Kaden Carter. Of course, Charlotte got her in the figure 8 and bridged, and Carter tapped. Then we got another promo with Bobby Lashley and Lana moving a huge tire. Oh, anyway, our next match of the night was the United States Champion Andrade versus Akira Tozawa. Andrade hit the Hammerlock DDT for the win. Then the Street Profits came out to cheer Bianca Belair versus Santana Garrett for our match right before the main event, and she hit the Kiss of Death for the win on Santana Garrett. Then we had our main event, which was Angel Garza versus Drew McIntyre, and of course, McIntyre claymored Garza for the win. And that is your quick results show for tonight on April 20th. I want to thank you guys for listening, and as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, problems, protests, please hit me up on wrestlingovertime@gmail.com, or come join us on Wrestling Overtime's Facebook page or Twitter page. We are very active over there. Make sure that you are rating review not only this podcast episode, but any podcast that you are listening to, because Podchaser, which is where you need to do your reviews and ratings, is making donations to the Meals on Wheels program for the coronavirus pandemic. So I encourage you to go over there and make sure you do your ratings and reviews. As I said, we will be coming back with the Raves and Rants review right after this, but I want to thank you guys for listening, and please subscribe to Wrestling Overtime to get your latest episodes. I will be talking to you soon.